Hey Scorpio, it's your girl JV. High Priestess. Back at it again with your general tarot reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Leo season 2020. Whew, we're almost there, Lord. All right. When I was leading into your energy, weird thing. I got this like, we good kind of thing. Like, I didn't get this overwhelming swell of darkness or emotion or craziness. Like, feeling optimistic, feeling like okay, happy even for a lot of you. Not that like Scorpios can't be happy, but it's been a really like crazy fucking time for sure. And I think that has so much to do with Jupiter being right there, right behind you, got your back. Saturn right in front. All in Capricorn. It's been a rough time. But I feel like you're finding your footing. That's what this feels like, finding your footing. Really like figuring out your trajectory, like where, like a focus point, and launching yourself there. Now, all of this, I mean, it's not really bad anymore, but I mean, there was a lot going on in Cancer, you know, going on across from you. Across from where your ruling planet is, and your other ruling planet, Mars, just moving into Aries. So it's like there's this weird balance I feel like you're finding, and it's like I don't have any complaints. I don't feel really almost getting like comfortable with like your issues, comfortable with your situation is how it really feels. Comfortable with the progress, like you, like the devil you know versus the devil you don't type of thing. Like feeling okay. It's not hard. I mean, it's not easy by any means, but feeling okay. And it's funny because the first card out that I saw was, I mean, it wasn't out, but the first card that I saw was the Five of Cups. But it didn't come out. So I do feel like there is still darkness, still shadows, still sadness that's being dealt with. And the first card out here is the Nine of Swords. Then with the Page of Cups. So it's like, some of you feel like you've been through the worst. Like some of you feel like, you know, I don't feel like this is where you're starting off Leo season. I feel like this was Cancer season, the Nine of Swords. And within that darkness, in that pain, new creativity, new emotionality, new relationships, new messages, new positivity, new optimism being able to come in the midst of this dark night of the soul, in the midst of this sleeplessness, not sleeping enough, staying up way too late, having a fucked up sleep schedule. Also, you're getting better with your thoughts. Just be careful what you visualize, what you focus, what you like ponder on. Be careful going to the worst case scenario. But also, I also feel like when you were really feeling your darkest, you received some love. You received something that helped replenish you. Receiving massage, receiving tarot, receiving friendship, or a visit, or a love letter, or a message like, and that message maybe, that situation maybe, I figured, maybe what had kept you up at night, getting back to doing something that you love, going back to a person that you love, hearing messages from old people that were like, I know you fucking lying. Like, you did me dirtier than a fucking dog, and you have a nerve to be messaging me. And you not falling for it. So, yay, hashtag growth. Like, seriously, growth. Now, I do want to speak to, where did it go? 2 days ago, the sun opposed Pluto. And that's where I feel like this lightness actually came up, or something was realized, something came to light, but I do feel like you were illuminated, you were lit up, you were rejuvenated, feeling more energy, it literally getting sunnier outside, getting more vitamin D, going outside, but going outside and doing the, digging into your divination, digging into your, belief system, doing stuff outside is a theme that, something that just comes up. And also, like, doing your underworldly, like, whatever underworldliness or darkness you dabble in, doing it in the light. That's going to resonate for who it needs to resonate for. And now when the sun goes into Leo, there is, the Hierophant. Interesting. There could be someone with heavy Taurus or Venus placements. Taurus or Libra placements, but just a lot of Venus in their chart that are really challenging you. Someone that, there's also maybe a sense of community coming together, a group of women, 5, maybe even a coven, or like there's something about, you stepping into a place of power, stepping into a place of, into a role of power, into a role of leadership, a role of judgment, being sought out for your judgment, going to a leader, going to, a higher source, higher learning. Some of you, are going back to school. Some of you are studying new things, learning new things. And you're learning these new things so that you can learn to let go of the old, learn to release what you're clinging to, learn to release the idea that there's not enough out there for you. And some of you, there may be a Capricorn around, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra, that is really helping you loosen your grip. There's a tribe or a community or traditions that you're loosening your grip on, not being so bound by convention, not being so bound by tradition, not being so bound by like the status quo or checking in on the status quo. A lot of you are releasing your issues with your family, like old belief systems that were instilled by your family is a big thing. Woo! So you can step into your motherfucking magic, step into your individuality, step into going from a place of believing there is lack, believing there is not enough, being scared, to damn, I got just what I need. I have everything that I need to move forward. I have all the resources. I have the emotionality, the emotional wherewithal, the emotional strength represented by the cup on the magician's table. I have the swords. I have the mental fortitude and clarity. I have the right vocabulary, the vernacular, the mental capacity that I need to move forward, to properly articulate myself, to properly communicate, to elevate in my level of communication. I have the pinnacles. I have enough money. It may not be all the money you want, but you got just enough to do what you need to do to step forward, to invest the right way, to proclaim what you need. And that's where the wands come in. That's the spirit. I have the energy. I have the physical energy. I have the sexual energy. I have, the kundalini rising. That's like everything coming together. Everything coming together. You have what you need to move forward. Stop believing that there isn't enough. Stop believing in any kind of doubt. And I think that the universe is like really about to show you that if it hasn't already. Thank you, cards just coming out. And they want to talk today. The Page of Pentacles. There's a lot of earth. There's a lot of grounding. Some of you really are reevaluating your relationship with yourself, really reinventing yourself through your magic, reinventing the way you communicate, reinventing your image, reinventing the way you're seen in the public, caring about being seen in the public. Some of you are also starting a business. There is like this now. You have what you need to start the business. Start doing the things. Start studying. Start getting methodical. Start making a schedule for yourself so that you can study what you need to study, so that you can pursue what it is that you need to pursue. Get studious and methodical. And also get humbled. It goes from the 9 of Swords to the 3 of Swords. So it gets better. You really are growing. You really are facing yourself, facing your shadow, facing the words that hurt, uprooting those painful words, uprooting painful memories out of your heart, uprooting self-limiting beliefs out of your heart. Being humbled, though. Not like, fuck everybody, I'm a new me, whatever. It's like, whoo. Feeling the pain and leaving, moving forward, getting out of situations that you don't want to be in. I'm supposed to be stopping, but I want one more card. Most useful and helpful messages. Scorpio, Sun, Rising, Leo, season 2020. Deep breaths. Some of you also there may be an earth sign in your life, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, that diminishes in their presence in your life, or they diminish in what they mean to you. Some of you also may have an earth sign child or a younger child that really disappoints you in some way, or someone around them someone that you've placed around them has hurt them or really just broken their heart, and it's time to move away from a painful situation. If you have kids there and you're in some kind of unhealthy situation that you're questioning, be done. Move forward, move on. It's time to go. It's time to humble yourself and start over. Whoever is, and even if you're staying for, I'm not allowing all these cards. Woo! Yes. This is the last one. Even if you're staying in if you're in some relationship, bottom of the deck. If you're in some relationship because of the financial situation or somebody's taking care of you, but you're not really happy, it's time to be honest. It's time to be honest with yourself firstly. If you're in a career situation where you're just really not happy, it's really fucking with your heart, it's really fucking with your mentality, it's time to leave. If you're in a relationship where somebody isn't respecting your children, or somebody is if you're not putting your children first, even if you're in a relationship, if your children don't become before your partnership, nah, son. Nah. Especially if you're like dating somebody and they're like rude to your kid and you're like letting it slide, fuck that. No. If you allow that behavior to continue, it's only going to get worse. Some of you may have your children, there just may be like your kids may be moving, or your kids may be shifting, or some of you have children that are really heartbroken and maybe calling out to you, just needing help. They're feeling weak. You may be feeling weak, but I think you leaving, you moving, you get to be someone's strength, and that feels really different. It feels good to be able to be strong enough for someone else to lean on you again. And that's what's happening come Leo season. There's a new approach, new invigoration, a new understanding of how to harness your fire, how to harness that Mars energy. Check out that video that I also posted for what to do with the Mars energy for all signs. But you figure out how to harness your fire and how to temper your water. And that's really important, because you felt weak for a very long time, and now you are ready to feel strong again. And those of you who have been with a Taurus or are stressed out about a Taurus, I feel like there's like, let go, like release your desire, your control for the outcome that you want. Let people be who they are. Let people show you who they are. If you're with a Taurus, you may need to just back up a little bit, give them some more space, or they may be really hurting and are in need of consoling. But ask. Have that conversation. Don't just assume. Don't just smother. Don't just like flood with love. Like, ask, hey, how can I support you right now? How can I be with you? And that's with any partner right now. And that's also in regards to groups. If you are in some kind of schooling or group, really vocalizing, hey, how can I help? How can I communicate better? What can I do to support you? All right, guys, let's get into it. All right, Scorpio. Now, if I do really feel like with the Nine of Swords being the first card out, that this is something that's already taken place, I do feel like this could possibly have been where you guys were at, really stuck in your head, really fucked up sleeping schedules in Cancer season. But should you find yourself here at this place in Leo season, really lean into your emotions, explaining why, understanding why, lean into healing modalities, get deeper into tarot, start doing tarot for yourself, start doing self-massage, going to massages, going to a massage with a partner or with a friend or with a group, really leaning into the healing modalities of your likening and understanding. Some of you need to start new healing modalities, yoga, exercise, creativity, writing, getting into harnessing your creativity is also a big thing. Getting into writing, getting into dancing, singing, painting, even whatever kind of flow, hoop, fire spinning, whatever it is, like flow. You will find healing in the flow and with a tribe of people, with a group of people, with a foundation, or also through education and knowledge. Please clarify the Hierophant. So it's like leaning into healing modalities with a group, or really learning, educating yourself about healing modalities. Yes, the secret things. It actually came out reverse. I'm not gonna front. That's how I felt. That's how I saw it. Leaning into the secrets. Some of y'all are really curious about divination, about magic, about witchcraft, about Wicca, about the dark arts, esoteric knowledge. And I think that it's important that you explore the taboo in your life. And also, whenever you do explore the taboo in your life, there is there is like a new relationship, a new love, a new friendship, a new connection, but there are also new levels of communication. You're an intellectual, like your vocabulary, your mental capacity gets elevated. Like it feels like you get smarter. Like Mercury, this is a lot of Mercury here. So there could be a Gemini that you meet by way of a Pisces or by way of a Taurus, or like going to school, you meet a lover. But also I feel like some of you, there may be like you may find out about like a secret relationship or a transgression of sort. There may be a Taurus or a Pisces or a Gemini, Virgo involved, possibly some kind of like treachery or secret connection. Please continue to clarify that. But I do feel like by way of education, by way of striving out for new friends, going to a new community, finding your tribe, doing new activities, trying new things, that there is there's new love, new connections to be made that are long lasting. Your choices right now, the choices that you also make with these people, have very long lasting ramifications. So understand that. This is a really divine time. The way that and you may find this secret through the spirit. You may get this, there just may be a hunch. You may be meditating and something comes to you like, check this, check that. That may hit intuitively for some of you guys, and don't cling to it. Get your shit and go. Start from the bottom so you can get here. And that's not for everybody in a relationship, but that's for who you are. That's definitely for someone specific, I feel like, that's watching this. Please clarify the Magician. What does Scorpio need to proclaim or empower themselves in regards to? Please clarify the Magician. Because there's shit to manifest. It's time to get popping. There's stuff, there's ideas, there's communication that you have. Look at this infinity symbol here, infinity symbol here. There's a divine connection to spirit. As I'm telling you, some of you are really interested or getting into your spirituality in a weird way. And it started because the universe put you on your ass. And there's no more running. Please clarify the Magician. Take a deep breath. It's a lot, I know. But some of you do have a business and you need to talk about it more. Start advertising. There are new ideas. What do you need to proclaim? Your truth. There are people that you need to cut off. People you need to walk away from. Things, corporations, ideas you need to walk away from. But the truth is coming in. Ideas, insight, clarity. Coming in. And it's going to make it so that you can't hold any more bullshit in your hands. You're going to have to start over. You may have to start, and that may be ego-wise. Like starting over as in like shedding. Minimizing. Please clarify the Three of Swords. What hurt needs to be left behind? How can we heal this hurt besides leaving? Those of you in situations that you need to get out of, I can't tell you if you're not going to do it, so whatever. If you feel like you need to not be in a relationship or not be with a certain person, then it's time to go. And especially if there is some mistreatment of your children. Or if your child is really like upset about the relationship or upset about how you are treated. And there's also stuff from the past. There are hurts from the past. There's a releasing of the past. How you can get over this is by looking backwards, looking in the past and understanding, like, damn, what do I need to accept and just move on from? What do I just need to be done with? Also, your child may be sad because of, like, a death of someone, I feel like. Or someone turning their back on them, or you needing to turn your back, you having to start anew. And that could be, like, just a situation you never wanted to see yourself in. But there has been some sort of mistreatment at work, in a relationship, possibly in a connection or a friendship. There is some kind of misery that it's time for you to turn your back on and be done with. And articulate clearly and effectively the fact that you want a new beginning and you want to be fucking done. And then bam. New opportunities that are worthy of celebrating, breaking through. Woo, all the fucking aces, y'all, all of them breaking through. Also being done with, like, sad about any kind of betrayal or sad about any substance abuse issues or indulgences, because there's a new beginning. And the time is now. You have the power. I love you. Mwah.